Here's scaling technique number 2. Essentially, you're taking your winning ad set and you duplicate it. So you're not modifying the budget of your winning ad set. Keep it the way it is. Duplicate your ad set and adjust the budget. You can run the second ad set at, let's say, 50% of the daily budget of ad set number 1, 100%, or maybe even 200 to 300%. Totally depends on your audience size, your budget, and how hard you want to scale. So here's an example. We are starting out with one ad set, $100 daily ad spend, and then let's say after 3 days we see, okay, this ad set is consistently profitable. Instead of adjusting the budget, we duplicate it and we adjust the budget of the second ad set by 300%. So after day 3, starting at day 4, we have 2 ad sets up and running, and the second ad set is spending $300 per day. Then let's say we're waiting 3 days again. After day 6, we see all campaigns or ad sets are still profitable. So we can duplicate the ad set again and then adjust the budget one more time by another 300%. So then starting on day 7, we have a third ad set live up and running, and it's spending $900 per day. So after day 9, we ended up with a total of $1,300 daily ad spend, and we have 3 ad sets up and running. Few things to consider. First of all, it's our preferred method because you're not touching a working ad set. This is something you should never do, even though the bid and the budget are the least harmful things to change. Still, if you have something that works, never change a working system. Don't touch a working ad set. And also, scaling an ad set incrementally is effective, but it's also slow. And this technique allows you to scale faster. If you have something that works, scale it. Number 2, the algorithm needs 2 to 3 days to adjust. If you have to scale really hard, well then don't wait 2 to 3 days, but if it's really possible, duplicate the ad set, adjust the budget and wait 2 to 3 days. See if the second ad set is still performing, if the audience isn't getting exhausted, and then you can duplicate again. So it's duplicating, wait 2 to 3 days, duplicate again, and so on. And the third thing I'd like to point out, test what works. This method is our preferred method, but it totally depends on your ad, on your campaign, on your ad set. So if you have a medium converting ad set with a low ROI, maybe it's better to increase the budget incrementally. But if you have an ad set that's converting really, really well, then you can increase the budget more aggressively by deploying method number 2. And heck, if you have the balls to do it and you have something that works at $100, you can even increase the budget to $2,000 a day. So you can even increase the budget by 2,000%. But again, only if you have the budget, and as you scale, especially if you scale as hard as in this case, you will see a sudden ROI drop. So you also have to have, the mental strength to wait 2 to 3 days until the algorithm adapted to the new budget and found maybe even a new target audience it can go after. So the point I want to make, method number 2 isn't always better. Totally depends on your ad set, for example, how well it converts. So if you have something that's working, try to scale more aggressively. If you have something that's not very, very stable, it's not yielding a really high ROI, maybe it's better to increase the budget incrementally, and then you can adjust the budget however you'd like to. Totally depends on your campaign goals. If you have sufficient cash flow to scale really aggressively to, let's say, $2,000 daily budget, and then also having the inner calmness to wait for 2 to 3 days in case you notice a sudden ROI drop. So method number 2, it's our preferred method because again, don't touch a working ad set. If you have an ad set and you want to scale fast and effectively, then this is the route to go.